mission. I'm done.
How's it going? Sam Slapper here, and I'm just about to show you the FB59. Took a while to actually get the level, that's why this one's a little bit late, but as you can see it's here, right next to King's Feast. Its Valley of Disaster is FB59. You can use the Stone of Illusion to teleport you directly if you're slightly over leveled like I am. You'll have a couple of quests for in your actual cultivation. Will tell you to kill each of the bosses in here. This one's actually got 5 bosses, unlike the rest of them. On top of that, you can get another quest from the chief in King's Feast for the tokens of different elements. That's also inside here. And there's another quest series which will eventually end up on Mystery Wood Fruit, where you gotta give the Mystery Wood Fruit to an NPC. He's actually inside this FB. You start off those quests with a quest called Outcast, which is on a little island near Misfortune. If you start off with those series, you'll eventually get the Mystery Wood Fruit. I haven't actually got it at the moment, I gotta do that another time, but as you can see, you start here, and pretty much as soon as you get in, you just stick to your left, and you'll go straight up to Zemo, then to your next boss of Photos, then Kianji, then the Drake Brute, and Glutnix. It's a pretty straightforward path. So I'll speed this up and I'll show you where the first token is and killing Zemo. Now normally there'd be a little gate guard here, but they've already killed him. Everyone else is already in here, they're all waiting on me. So basically you have to kill the gate guard for each area for the boss to spawn. You never actually used to do that, but they've changed it now. So you have to kill each one of those guards to spawn the boss in the area. This is actually wine, so there's no, well, there's a lot less mobs. A hell of a lot less. But the first token of metal is by here. It takes quite a while to mine. This is probably 2 or 3 times speed up, so yeah, simple enough when it's wined. It's an easy one. The token metal is actually by there. As soon as you come up, it's your second right. Just in case you wanted to know that. Now all the bosses in here will actually use magic against you if you're attacking from a distance, but if you're up close they'll probably melee hit you roughly 5 times and then they'll cast magic. So barbs, blades and sins, if you've got any casting interrupt or channeling interruption attacks, use it whenever you see them actually starting to cast, because it does quite a lot of damage to barbs. All these bosses in here can actually be tanked by a high level mage, thanks to their massive magic resistance from arcane armor. You will need a fairly decent amount of HP, some good defense, and a tidy cleric. But this is your first boss, Zeno. He uses metal magic. It's fairly hard. There's nothing too serious. Decent squad at level 59. You should be able to take this no problem. So I found a nice little interesting spell for assassins, in case anyone's wondering. There's a spell called Relentless Courage, and basically what that does at level 1 is for 5 seconds it'll increase your attack speed by 5%. and for every 4 strength it will increase that attack speed by 1%. I think mine is at level 7, it'll last for 7.5 seconds, and it's actually something along the lines of 17% attack speed increase, which is more than Demon Spark. You don't gain the attack bonus like you do on Demon Spark, but it's an awesome equivalent at low level, even at high level. This is worth actually getting, because it's surprising how much extra damage you can get with that. You gotta be careful with it because you will rip aggro. Well, I've been ripping aggro off people around my level and slightly higher. But if you do rip aggro, you can just shadow escape and lose it quickly. But if you rip the aggro and you don't lose it, or you carry on attacking, you best be hoping that you can tank it. Because if you do that amount of damage, you can steal it off a Barb at your level, or even slightly higher. Then you need to have confidence, well, enough confidence to be able to actually tank it, because the Barb won't be getting it back if you do a hefty amount of damage. Yeah, that's the first boss. So my next video, it'll either be TT11 or possibly the human, elf and untamed FB19s. Depends on whether or not I can get a squad together for TT11, because it's not really called for that much anymore, as there's a lot of high levels and they can simply solo it and they just sell the mats. Now there you go. There's the guard there actually. You need to kill them, gatekeepers. But as I need to farm these need to pick up these tokens and they take a while to dig, I'll just run ahead of everyone else. So as soon as you come into this little wood area, you just keep to your left and you'll end up in this little room. This is actually where the wooded token of wood is. It's just up where they hide me behind the tree. There's only one enemy that should get in your way, and that's that little scorpion you're seeing me sneak past. The boss is actually just up by here. He's actually down in a massive ditch, so a ranged attack is best to pull him out, or a Veno, anything along those lines. You'll use wood-based magic and melee attacks if you're at close range as well. It's the same as Zemo. Pretty much all the bosses from this point on tend to use the similar attack rate, like 5 physical attacks and then a magic attack. If you're up close and you're a Barb, you've just seen him move there for 1.3k, 1k. So I'll give you a basic idea. I'm level 64 with I think 2k physical defense. So I'll give you a basic idea of how much damage you'll be smacking for. Bear in mind that is with blue bubble giving me the bonus to my defense as well. so you can probably say you'll be striking me for a K&R, most likely. K&R to 2k. So yeah, this is the first 2 tokens and the first 2 bosses. In the Valley of Disaster, FB59. Boom. So that's the second boss down then. So I'll speed this up again because it does take quite a while to get back and forth. As you can see, I took the hate there, that I'm pretty confident I can take it with Blue Bubble and the jerseys I got. I was able to survive it. If I didn't have the jerseys though, I would have instantly used Shadow Escape. It would have ripped me apart otherwise, I would have thought. This is the next little area, the water area. Here's the water token. As you can see, it's just right by there on the map. It's just on the side as you're making your way towards Kanji. The magic of this dude seemed to hit me more harder on my Barb than any others. I'm not sure if he's actually stronger or whether or not my defense is just low the last time I did it, but it tends to be more annoying than the others. I don't know why. But yeah. Same protocol as the first and second boss. When you're tanking it, it'll be around 5 melee hits, then magic. Occasionally 4, sometimes 6, either way. As you can see, that's his magic casting animation. So it's getting like a whirlpool of water around it. Which is it, we can 900. Down. I'll catch you all later. Ooh, whoa. Nice.